Why American and European trucks are so different. European trucks have flat noses. In the US, the cabs are notably longer. The predominant European design is called a cabover. The cab tilts forward, and the holding point is on the front. The hood is flat and swings outward. Americans used to have cabovers too, but they faded out when length restrictions were lifted. Before 1976, trailers couldn't exceed 40 feet. The overall length of the truck was 65 feet max. Today, the standard trailer length is 48 or 53 feet. Even longer trucks are legally allowed. There's also a noticeable height difference. In America, a semi can have a maximum height of 13.5 feet. In Europe, the maximum is 13.1 feet. North America has a lot more space than Europe. European trucks have restrictions on entering cities or narrow roads. Even on newer roads, the older structures can block their way. American highways can accommodate the bigger height. The flat front design allows European trucks to carry more cargo. The cab can be less than 10 feet long. Conventional trucks get better miles per gallon. Cabovers offer around 3.5 mpg tops. But in Europe, the length restriction includes the cab. The cabover design allows for more trailer capacity. Cabover trucks are designed for European roads. They require more maneuverability. American roads are broader and straighter. There's another factor that affects truck design. That is distance, or rather time behind the wheel. American truck drivers tend to drive longer distances. They often spend the nights in their trucks. Owner-operators are very common in the United States. These people own a truck and operate their business. As independent contractors, they can be on the road for months. This is uncommon in Europe. For European drivers, trucking is a job. They're hired by large companies. There are plenty of laws and regulations. They restrict how long an employee can drive without rest. Yet another difference has to do with safety. Cabover trucks are more dangerous in a head-on collision. The long hood protects American drivers, so European trucks are more rigorously crash-tested. Volvo and Scania run the so-called Swedish cab strength test. It simulates the damage in a rollover crash. The roof is evenly loaded with a 15-ton weight. Then a 1.4 tons pendulum barrel is swung into the cab's front A-pillar. It's the weakest part of the cab. A second pendulum barrel is launched into the cab's rear wall. The cab has to retain its original structure. No sharp edges, holes, or other potential threats to the driver are allowed. It's the most difficult test in the automotive industry. Truck trailers are also crash tested. A common type of road accident is underride. It's when a car ends up under a semi's trailer. So trailers are fitted with underride guards. These are metal bumpers off the back and sides of the trailer. Their durability is tested with actual cars. Underside guards are mandatory in the European Union. They're not required in the US.